Haroon joined my batch 5, which ended on 28th of May. And in less than a month, he's a certified PMP. With how many target, Haroon? How many above target? All above
Up
target. People
all three.
above, all three above target. People above target. Process above target. Business environment above target. This is this is the thing that we need to look into. That this is something that is for everyone. If you set your mindset to achieve something and you work for it, you can get it done. It has been done by Babar, and this shows his commitment, how he has done it. Babar, why don't you share your entire journey, please?
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much for your time. And today I am very happy that finally my long-awaited target or the goal has been achieved. Actually, it started back in 2019 and 20 when I started to pursue PMP and made up my mind that I will do PMP. But couldn't materialize at that time. But when I saw my one of my university fellow, Mr. Harun, he shared on LinkedIn that he has done the PMP certification. So I immediately contacted him and asked him the procedure and who from whom he took the training and all that stuff. So at that point, I came to know about Mr. Amer and Mr. Harun, my friend, recommended Mr. Amer to me that he is a very sound professional and he will tailor the program as per your commitments and time. So that's how I came to know Mr. Amer. And even then, after after knowing Mr. Amer, I almost took 1 year to again motivated myself to join the program. And
Yeah,
I think in December 2022, I contacted Mr. Amer directly that I want to do PMP now. And he said that, okay, you can join from January. But in January 2023, one of my relatives' wedding appeared. So I couldn't give my time to the program. So it once again got delayed. But finally, after 2 to 3 months in April 2023, I was able to lock my PMP batch 5 with Mr. Amir.
which started in May. Which started
Yeah,
in May on 28th. Okay, so let's talk about the program. How did you? Now that was Haroon feedback. How did you find the program along the way, the
yeah,
entire thing?
yeah. Initially, I was very confused at how I will be able to manage my time because I have some work commitments as well and all the family time as well. So I was worried and confused at whether I will be able to do that or not. But when I first discussed this with Mr. Amir, and he also called me one to one. We have one to one meeting at that time, the teleconference, and he guided me very well. He told me that how much time you can give. So I shared my intention and my commitment. So as per my desires or my intentions, he customized the program or the roadmap, and then we started the training. And Alhamdulillah, within 45 days of uh, appearing in the first class, that is on 13th May 2023, I am able to clear the PMP with all above targets.
The all above target when the class started. Okay, this is an interesting thing that when the class ended, it's not even a month.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not even a month that you cleared it and you did it with such a
Yeah.
beautiful way. Before going to the exam, let me ask you, since a lot of batch 6 students will be watching, how important it
Mhm.
is to do the root cause analysis.
Yeah, root cause analysis is one of the fundamentals if you want to clear the PMP. Because just solving the question and answer and without knowing the context or without knowing the actual reason for that to be right or wrong, you can't be able to proceed.
Hmm.
So it will be just like doing and not understanding the theme of the game or the methodology. You have to do the root cause analysis
You
very
have
carefully.
you have to do the root cause analysis, and root cause analysis is going to help you. Yeah, very well said. Into the context. Okay, so how important the coaching calls were in these things?
Yeah, the three coaching calls, the weekly coaching calls are very, very effective because in that 1 or 2 hours, Mr. Amer discussed the length and breadth of the PMP, the variation or the diversity of the questions which we gonna face. So it was very effective and helpful, and I would recommend everybody to attend those weekly coaching calls.
To attend those weekly coaching call, that is very important. And now, last but not least, my follow-up. You talked about customized
Mm,
roadmap, but let's
mm.
talk about follow-up. How was it? Was it too much?
Yeah, the follow-up was very, I think, very professional and very aggressive as well sometimes. But
I would I
it is,
wouldn't say it's professional. I wouldn't say like it's more
yeah,
of a aggressive. It's more like a
yeah,
same way that mother used to do. Do this, do
yes.
that.
But yeah, it is what it was because PMP program demands such type of follow-up from your mentor. Otherwise, you will feel easy and you consider yourself as you know everything. And at the 11th hour, when you will be facing in the exam, you will forget.
You
So
will.
it's very good to have a continuous monitoring and follow-up.
Yeah, I am when I teach continuous leader, continuous monitoring, I have to do continuous monitoring. That is
Yes,
one of
yes,
the
yes.
interesting thing to look into that. Okay,
Mhm.
now just to give the context, how much I use Kanban system, my students knows that for those people who don't know this, let me share something. He uh, he asked me what about the ATP mocks last night. I asked him to revise this thing. He wanted to do
Mhm.
ATP mocks. I said I'll tell you
Mhm.
uh, after on Monday at 5 p.m. He's like, I have exam. I said,
Yes.
yes, after exam, I'll tell you. And
Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
was confused. Then I told him, okay, the mocks you did, they are
Mhm.
the ATP mocks. The point here is that I want to, I'm a big believer of how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time. So I don't want to
Mhm.
put overload with you guys. I want to make sure that you have
Mhm.
the eye on the most important thing. And that is
Mhm.
the topics. What are the topics you need to do? Okay, let's talk
Mhm.
about the exam. Which
Yeah.
area of the exam was most highlighted? Like, which was the most important area of the exam?
Yeah, as you have said so many times that stakeholders, communication, teams, and agile.
Uh,
These four topics are the backbone of the exam in
these,
a
to-
nutshell.
these four
Yeah,
topics are the backbone of the exam. Okay.
yeah,
Stakeholder communication. If you think I actually did this with Arun, we only did stakeholder communication, team, agile, and also risk and detail. All other topics I never taught him. I just gave
yeah,
him the journey videos. He watched that, and that's it.
yeah,
That I played I say okay, let's play this game and see if we can get this thing, and we did do that and we got the result. Okay, let's talk about the mocks.
Mhm.
Stay, you did those mocks. Which mocks do you feel that are more
Mhm.
important for that exam point of
Yeah. First of all, the 180 mocks. Those
180
180
question?
mocks, yeah, those 180 mocks actually told you or guided you how to manage the time because doing 180 questions in the particular time frame is very critical while
Mm,
solving the exam.
mm,
So it
also,
helped me a great deal. And
mm,
later on, the final day mocks or the overall mocks which you shared,
they were very
they were
important.
really, yeah, they were really game changer for me.
They were the really game genius. So that's why I was giving you those mocks to make sure that game get updated.
Yeah,
Okay, let's talk
yeah.
about the exam. How did you
Hmm.
manage the time in the exam?
Yeah, as I told you, I am still astonished on myself that I completed 24 months, sorry,
Minutes,
24 minutes.
minutes
Yeah, 24 minutes earlier, the
earlier.
exam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
that
was the
meaning
hurry?
I completed my exam in 205 minutes.
What was the hurry?
Yeah, no hurry. I was just calm and composed. But
Okay.
whenever I saw the question, I felt that I have already done it. So it's
Uh,
not a big deal for me.
yeah,
Because I practiced a lot and you know how much I practiced and you
I
also
know.
guided and mentored. Yeah,
I know. I gave all the question. I know how
yeah, yeah,
exactly
yeah.
how much you practice. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
okay, so let's talk about the first section. How much time you give for the first section?
Yeah, first section took a little bit of more time because you have to familiarize yourself with the environment,
Hmm.
with the system as well. So
Hmm.
I took around 80 minutes in first section.
Okay, that's exactly what we agreed last night. What about the
Yeah.
second section?
Yeah, in second section I took just 65 minutes because they were more of a people communication type problems, which are very
Hmm.
easy, I think. We just
Hmm.
have to be a servant leader and adopt a
Hmm.
agile mindset and
They
shield
they
the
are
team.
they are
Yeah,
easy.
yeah,
They are easy once you learn them. They are not
yeah,
easy
that's all.
once
Yeah,
you
yeah.
master them.
I found
You
them very easy now
yeah
because
yeah, yeah.
I learned them very in
In
detail
depth, in
because
detail.
yeah,
Root
yeah.
cause was the key. Okay. So what about the last section? So for last section, how much time?
Last section was also similar to the section B, no different questions, and nothing of cost and risk type questions.
Okay.
I think it was more of a mixture of communication and stakeholders, and some questions related to contract and procurement as well. So I took
Contract.
around 60 minutes. Yeah,
Okay. So the last section was comparatively easy. One part analysis
yeah.
question.
Part analysis, there was one question in
One
which we
question.
have to do
Yeah, that's okay.
optimistic,
I
most
know, I
likely.
know.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's not get
yeah.
detail. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So what will be your advice to those people who will be appearing the exam, how they should prepare so that they can get the PMP just like you in less than a month?
Yeah, I enrolled myself after Eid al-Fitr and before Eid al-Adha, I have completed. So
Uh-huh.
it's a kind of achievement for me as well. And I would recommend everybody who is listening me that please follow Mr. Amir's guideline and do the questions with due delegation and the commitment, not just for the sake of the questions. Understand the context, do the root cause analysis. And once you are done, lock your exam date as soon as possible. Because if you say though that I will appear in the exam 1 week or 2 week later, then there is a big chance that you may forget the previous
Mm, mm.
questions or the
So
contents.
your opinion is as soon as you get good in the exam, go and book the exam. Don't
Yeah,
just
yeah,
wait it.
yeah,
Don't delay for the exam.
yeah.
Go for it.
Immediately.
But the important thing is once your score starts getting good, your
Yes,
score,
yes, yes,
that is a very important thing. Some students struggle with their score, and
yes,
that is a very important thing. Till your scores are not good, I wouldn't recommend to take the risk. Like some people get near to the line and they hurry up, and then as a result,
yes,
they have to see suffer the consequences. Okay, that was
yes,
good.
yes,
Now
yes.
comes the most important thing. Guys, if you have any question, you can put in the chat box and we can work into that. In which batch he was in Amer sir? After how long? Shadab, he was in batch 5, the last batch. That ended on 28th of May, so he cleared PMP in less than a month. Same Hashita, and he was in the same batch. Both I told you guys 2 days
Mm,
back on Monday, two of your students are going to clear. Okay,
mm.
guys, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Raise your hand. You can ask. Babar, your final advice to PMP aspirants.
My final advice would be to focus on your goal and achieve them. It is not an impossible task, just you have to give your 100% and do all the tasks which Mr. Amir assigned you with due diligence and commitment. That's all.
That's all. Now comes the most important thing. Each one is the name of the game. You have a lot of 60 plus people in the batch 5. So I hope
Mm.
you can guide them, you can coach them, you can work
Yes,
with them and make sure that
yes,
every
yes,
single one of them becomes certified PMP. They will be asking those basic questions when you were starting,
yes,
you were
yes,
asking.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
today,
yes.
yeah, today those questions may look
Mm,
like very
mm.
basic. Uh,
Uh,
but at that time it was not basic. Okay, so this is an
yes,
important thing to look into, that do guide them. Secondly, do make 10 questions and send them to me. I will be using the next PMP marathon. Like last night we had a PMP
yeah,
marathon and I used the question made by certified me to made that. And thank you
mm,
very much. It was an honor to work with you. And now enjoy, go and celebrate, have a good dinner, and of course
yeah,
go buy some goat because
yeah,
it is there. Thank you very much and
yeah.
thank you for joining. And here we have my 1000 PM in less than 3 years, Muhammad Adil.